I hope you are fit and fine. Today, in this video session, we are going to discuss about a very interesting topic of the grammar, which is related with transformation of sentences. Transformation and conversion. These are different things. In the transformation, we need to maintain the meaning of the sentence. It means we need to maintain the original meaning of the sentence. But in the conversion, it's allowed to change the meaning of the given sentence. So today we're going to discuss about change the degree. As per the 10th standard board examination question paper pattern, change the degree has total weightage of 2 marks. So it's very important topic because this is an objective type of the question, and if you had solved this question in a good way, you will get out of marks. Your marks definitely not reduced. So let's see, we're going to start the topic change the degree. So before going to start, let me tell you the definition of the degrees. So the comparison of adjective words or adverb words is known as comparison of degree in English. So of course this is related with adjective and adverb. These are the parts of speech. You know it very well. So change the degree or this topic is related with adjective and adverb words. And here we are comparing adjectives and adverbs. So this is the comparison of degree, and of course this is the significant topic or chapter of transformation of sentences. I just told you about the difference between conversion and transformation. I hope you have understood the difference between conversion and transformation. So after this we are going to discuss about three main degrees of English. The first one is positive, the second one is comparative, and the third one is superlative. And we will also discuss that how to recognize which degree we have in the sentence. So let's see, we are going to start with the first degree, that is positive. Kinds of degrees. So the positive degree, why it is called as positive? The reason is very clear, that here we are not actually doing any kind of the comparison. So there is no comparison in positive degree. This is the simple word, and here we are not comparing the word with another word or object with another object. So that's why it is called as positive. So positive degree is a term that relates to adjectives and adverbs. An adjective or adverb that does not make a comparison is said to be in the positive degree. And how to recognize the positive degree? Let's see. The sign of positive degree is as or so as. So you know it very well that the sign of positive degree is as. It means you will get the adjective or adverb in between as or so as, right? So this is the sign through which you can easily identify which degree we have in the given statement. So after this we are going towards the second part or second type of the degree, that is comparative degree. And comparative degree is is totally different than positive degree, because in positive degree we don't have the comparison, but here we need to compare the persons or object. And how many persons are there? Two persons are there, or two objects are there. So we need to compare two persons or two objects. So the comparative degree of an adjective or adverb shows the greater or lesser degree. Maybe greater kind of the thing is indicated or maybe lesser kind of the thing is indicated. And how to recognize the comparative degree? Let's see. So with the help of the word than, THAN, the pronunciation of this word is than, THAN. With this particular word, you can easily identify the degree which is comparative, right? If the sentence consists the word than, THAN, you can easily tell the other person that here we have comparative degree. So after this, the last degree which we need to discuss here, that is superlative degree. Superlative degree is totally different than positive and comparative. In positive degree, let me remind you, we don't have the comparison. In comparative degree, we need to compare two persons or two objects. But in superlative degree, this is the comparison between several persons or objects. It means here we can compare so many persons at the same time or so many objects at the same time. So superlative degree of an adjective or adverb shows the greatest or least degree. So this is also indicated maybe greatest form of the object or maybe least form of the object. And with the help of the word the, or you can call it the, if vowel sound is there. So the sign of superlative degree is the, the. So after getting the information about positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree, we are going towards the main point, that is rules to change degrees. If you don't know the rules, so it's not possible to change the degree in easiest way. So let's see, these are the rules you have to remember in a good manner, because it's very simple kind of the thing. I will tell you how to apply the rules. यहाँ पे मैं आपको ये रूल्स कैसे अप्लाई करने हैं वो बताऊंगा. I will use little bit Hindi here because it's very necessary to understand the concept of the change the degree. So in between explanation I will use little bit Hindi. So let's see. Rule number 1, if let's see here, if we have any kind of the sentence, maybe superlative sentence, in the superlative sentence you will get the, that is the, and you will get est to the adjective, or maybe you will get most, the word most, because for each and every word it's not possible to add er or est, because many times we have the examples like tall, taller, tallest, big, bigger, biggest, smart, smarter, smartest, or maybe any other example. But if we have the adjective delicate, so it's not possible to add er to delicate. For example, delicator or maybe delicast. So it's not possible. So here you need to add more. In comparative degree, more delicate, and in superlative degree you have to add most, most, that is most delicate, right? I hope you understood this particular thing. For each and every word it's not possible to add er or est, but commonly we are adding er and est to change the degrees. So if we have any one of the sentence of the and est, so in comparative degree we need to use than any other, and our positive degree we need to start with no other. right? This is the first rule. Most of the time we have the example of rule number 1, but sometimes to deceive the students, examiner set the example of very few, or you can say one of the. If in the sentence we have one of, so that time remember the first rule is not applicable. So we need to apply rule number 2, and we need to use than most other in comparative degree, and in positive degree we need to start with very few, and other changes are same. Rule number 3 is basically all about the degrees of positive and comparative. If you want to change positive degree into comparative, or maybe comparative degree into positive, that time you have to remember rule number 3. If we have the plain statement of as or maybe so as, so that time we need to include not and than in the comparative. And remember, positive degree is not going to convert into superlative degree here, right? So it's only possible to convert positive into comparative, or maybe comparative into positive, right? But superlative degree you can convert in any one of the form, that is comparative and positive. And for kind of information, in the examination you will get the example of superlative degree, and they will simply ask you to convert the given statement into comparative degree and positive degree for 2 marks. If both the degrees you had solved in a correct way, so you will get 2 out of 2 marks. And rule number 4, this is just one of the exception, that is, this is actually not asked in the examination, but still I have included this, that if the statement has as soon as, right, so you need to convert it into no sooner than, right? This is also the part of transformation of sentences. We'll discuss it afterwards, right? I hope you have understood the rules to change the degrees. How to apply the rules, I will tell you when I'm going to solve the example, right? So let's see towards the examples. The first example I have taken here: China is larger than India. So here we have two countries, correct? China and India. And there is a comparison between China and India. And in this sentence we have THAN, than. So which degree it is? Would you like to guess? So of course here we have comparative degree. Correct. You are exactly correct. So here we have comparative degree. And in the bracket, the instruction is you have to convert the comparative degree to positive degree. I have used short forms or abbreviations of the comparative degree, that is CD, positive degree, that is PD, and superlative degree, that is SD. Remember that. So you have to convert the given statement into positive form, into positive degree, right? So now we need to apply which rule? Sorry. We need to apply the rule number 4, not rule number 1, 2 or 3. So we need to apply rule number 3, that is as not than, because in comparative degree we have not, we need to use not than, right? Because THAN is there. So let's see, we need to start with the second object, that is India, right? And we need to solve the answer like that: India is not as large as China. If you forgot to use not, remember your sentence will be wrong. You will get 0 marks for that. Because if you have written India is as large as China, so the meaning of the sentence is totally changed, right? And I have told you in transformation of sentences, it's not allowed to change the meaning of the sentence. So you have to start with the second object, India. India is not as large as China. So here we had maintained the original meaning of the sentence. Let's say the second example, and this time you should be ready with your notebook, and you have to write down the answer as soon as I will show you the example. So let's see the second example. My car is better than his car. The same instruction is there. THAN is there. It means the sentence is in comparative degree. And we need to convert this sentence into positive degree. I hope you have solved the correct answer. Now I'm going to show you the correct answer of it. We need to start with the second object. So which is the second object here? Right, we have two words, my car and his car. So the second object is his car. It means we need to start with his car. So let's see. His car is not as good as my car. I hope your sentence is correct. The third example which I have said here is as per the examination pattern. In the examination, you will be asked this type of the question. So the example is village work is the best form of recreation. So this is the sentence in which we have THE, right? THE, the, or you can call it the, if the next word started with vowel sound, right? So here we have the sentence which is in superlative degree. We need to convert this sentence into comparative first, and then we need to solve it, or we need to convert it into positive degree. So first of all, remember this is as per the rule number 1 you have to solve, right? So let's see, we are going to convert the comparative degree. So there is no need to start with the second object, because when you are going to solve the example in positive degree, that time you need to start with the second object. But if you're solving the comparative degree, there is no need to start with the second object. So let's see, village work is better. Why we had used better here? Do you know the three forms, that is good, better and best? Okay, good, better and best. So in comparative degree we need to use better, and in positive degree we need to use the simple word, that is good. I hope you have understood this. So village work is better than any other form of recreation. So this is the correct answer, and this sentence is in comparative form. Now you need to convert this sentence into positive form. So you need to start with the second object, that is, and you have to start with the no other. Do you remember the first rule? So here, no other form of recreation, that is the second object, is, that is to be's form you have to use as per the object, is as good as, we need to use as, right? So as good as village work. This is very simple kind of the thing. You can solve thousands of examples if you know the rules. Without knowing the rules, it's not possible to solve any one of the example. So first of all, you need to clear your doubts. First of all, you need to understand the concept of change the degree. Okay, so let's see, we're going to solve more examples. So here the fourth example I have said, that is, Supriya is the smartest girl in the class. So here also we have the structure, that is the, the, and est is added to the adjective. So this sentence is in superlative form, and you have to convert superlative degree into comparative first, and then after in positive degree you have to solve. Okay, so let's see, we're going to solve it in comparative degree. So in comparative degree there is no need to start with the second object. start as it is. So you should know three forms of the adjective: positive form, comparative form, right? And already we have the superlative form. So smart, smarter, and smartest. So in positive degree we need to use smart. In comparative degree we need to use smarter. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to convert this sentence into comparative first. So Supriya is smarter than any other girl in the class. Right? First rule. Okay. And now we need to convert it into positive. So we need to start with which word? No other. Okay. And we need to start with the second object. Right? Any other के बाद जो आपको दिख रहा है that is called as second object. I hope ये आपको समझ में आ गया होगा. So we need to start with no other, and then after we need to start with the girl in the class. Okay, so let's see. So no other girl in the class is, as per the object we need to use the to be form, that is. Okay, as smart as Supriya. Right, this is very simple kind of the answer. The fifth example is little bit tricky. Right, this is as per the rule number 2. Okay, because in the sentence we have one off. Okay, and if we have one off in the sentence, right, we need to apply the different rule. Right, the previous rule is not applicable here. Okay, so first of all we need to solve it in this way. Okay, so in comparative we need to write down the answer like that. Here we have the coldest, right? Canada is one of the coldest countries in the world. So we have the adjective coldest, cold, colder, and coldest. So in the comparative, we need to use colder, and in positive degree, we need to use cold, right? So Canada is colder than most other. Which word? Most other. In the previous rule we had used any other, but here we need to use most other countries in the world. Okay, and now here if you had started with no other, you will get 0 mark, because in the sentence we have one off, right? So if we have one off in the sentence, so we need to start the positive degree with very few. Very few countries in the world are, right? So many countries are there, plural form is there, so we need to use the are as the to be form. Okay, so very few countries in the world are as cold as Canada. Okay, very few countries in the world are as cold as Canada. So this is all about change the degree. If you had cleared your concept of change the degree, nobody will stop you to gain 2 marks. And this is my assurity to you that you will definitely gain 2 marks in the examination. So, I hope your concept of change the degree is now cleared. If you have any kind of the doubt or query, you can call me after 11 a.m. And you have to solve some of the examples which already I have solved in ready-made form for the online teaching here as a part of the homework, and you have to complete the homework as well. So with this concluding remark, today we have learnt about change the degree, which is very important topic of transformation of sentences. So I hope you understood this. So thank you everyone. Stay home, stay safe.